Hey guys, this is Scott from Get 10,000 Fans, and we're here live with Jay Brown. He's coming live from Australia, so it's actually a couple minutes before midnight. We were just on Facebook chat, and he agreed to hop on real quick. Jay is a fan page funnel customer, so we wanted to get on and get his experience. He had some awesome results to report, and so yeah, Jay, thanks for joining us up. Appreciate it.
No worries. Anytime.
Yeah, definitely. So the first question we always ask, is how you first found Get 10,000 Fans. What was kind of your first exposure to Brian, to me, to Get 10,000 Fans, the brand? How did you first find us?
It would have been a long time ago, a few years. I can't recall. I've done so many, opted into so many lists, but it would have been. I was dabbling around online in Facebook itself, looking at different things, and I can't remember. To be honest, I can't remember if it was an ad or a post of some sort.
It's most likely. That's most likely how the majority of people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Whatever it is you teach is what got me in the first place, whether it was an ad or a post or something. So the techniques that you teach is what grabbed me, and it was just the simple fact of get 10,000 fans. And at the time, I knew that I needed to build a list of some sort or capture emails.
Absolutely.
And so that's what kind of really captured me, was the get 10,000 fans and using Facebook to do it. I knew my clientele was on Facebook. I just didn't really know how to get them, how to catch them.
Absolutely. Definitely. Yeah. So, and you said you've gotten a couple different products before, like in the history of you being involved with us, you've been along for the ride, a couple different products. And then, what led you to like the fan page funnel?
Oh, the fan page. Funny you say that. I've been in and out. I have my own business, but I've been in and out of network marketing, trading, so many different things. And it really came back. I get distracted quite easily, and my wife tells me off. I do a lot of
all of
things.
Us do, yeah.
And she said, "You need to focus on one thing." I said, "Okay," and it was my. And in order to make my business succeed, I knew I needed to create a subscriber base of emails, and it was about that same time that the fan page funnel cropped up,
right?
And I'd already been a fan of Get 10,000 Fans, and the small products that I purchased into prior to that point, and when I saw the fan page funnel, kind of all made sense. It was so simple, it was clear, it was laid out, and I think that's what I really needed. I knew that I needed a funnel of some sort. I just didn't really know how to put it together. There were so many avenues in terms of how to do it. I just needed something clear and concise.
Definitely. No, absolutely. I think that's one of the biggest things is, I think everybody wants to put people on a pedestal, and really when Brian and I were first starting out, that was exactly how we felt, was we kind of were just piecing together certain things, and everybody has this like bright new shiny idea. And, there's just this whole big confusion about where's the way forward, that kind of thing. So that's cool. That's definitely why we built the fan page funnel, was this, let's lay it out, make it clear, simple. If you're missing one piece, what's missing, and, piecing it all together. So cool. No, that's awesome. So definitely, so that would lead us right into our next question, right? Is what we would call kind of the transformation story, which is, the before and after. So you shared with us some of your results. Why don't you talk about, what the fan page funnel really like, what clicked with you, what did you put in place, and then let's, the same results you shared before. We'd love to hear.
Yeah. So my business is a partnership with a friend, and we deal primarily in religious artwork. And there was nothing online that had a funnel attached to anything like that. And so for a long time, I was kind of really trying to figure out how to make a funnel fit our business.
Right. I knew kind of, I can imagine some people thinking, I guess this would never even work, for this kind of business or whatever. Yeah. So keep talking.
Absolutely. So for a long time, that was my problem. And to some extent, I'm a perfectionist. I like to have things a certain way before I get it out.
Right.
And that's probably my problem, is I never get anything out because it never reaches that level of hence it took me a long time to get to where I'm at today.
Yeah.
Hence the reason I needed something like fan page funnel.
I feel like that's how we spent a lot of our Q&A calls, was just like, guys, don't get lost in the details, just start making it, just get your hands around it and get going.
Yeah, just get it working and then get it out. So to be honest, I actually had built a list of about 680 people.
Awesome.
Prior to fan page funnel, but that took me like, oh man, that took me like 5 years and a lot of hard work.
Right.
And then it kind of just went stale. And I was
Right.
like, oh, I would look at this list and think, man, that's a good sized list to
Right. You
me.
can do something
But
with
then,
700 people. Yeah.
but it's not 10,000. And
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not 30,000 like some of
Right.
my mentors or gurus that I followed in my time.
Right.
And I really knew I had to come back to basics, and I needed to build a list that was substantial in the thousands.
Hmm.
And it was that time that Get 10,000 Fans, the fan page funnel cropped up, and I watched the videos. And my biggest problem was I knew that there would be a price attached, and I'm more than willing to just find the money and put it on the table and do it. But my wife knows that I do so many things.
Right.
That was going to be my biggest hurdle.
Right.
And so I put it to my wife and I put it to my business partner. I said, hey, look, I really think this is it. I really think if we put the money into this, I'm going to go full bore straight into it. I'm going to dedicate myself to this one thing.
Right.
And that was build the list. It was to build the list and nothing else. That was my primary focus. And I really felt that the fan page funnel, being so specific to Facebook, was the key.
Hmm.
I knew that my clientele on Facebook, there's so many pages with millions of people relating to my niche product. I just really felt that this was it. And I did it. I managed to use the gift of the gab or whatever it might have been to persuade the others into backing me.
Right.
Say, look, the product will pay for the business, it will pay for the education and so forth. And so I got the product, and it actually probably took me about 2 months of. I have 3 kids. I got 3
Oh,
children.
no. All right. There you go. Yeah.
Teach full time as a teacher, and on the side I've got this dream of being an entrepreneur and creating my own little world, own
Right.
little business, and so I took about 2 months to go through some of the modules, and of course I was battling the perfectionism in me to be able to create something to
Definitely.
finally get it out, and I used some of the recommendations in the fan page funnel, like lead pages
Mhm.
and things like that, and
Yep.
I really learned as part of fan. This is one thing that I really did take away from fan page funnel was not trying to do everything myself, but outsourcing, and just having trust in other people that I could use or
Right.
other sources online that I could trust. And that was probably something that I never had for a long time. Is I always felt that I needed to do it, and I
Right.
could trust in myself, but I never could trust in other things out there or necessarily pay for it. So I did. I invested into lead pages. I invested into Get Response.
Awesome.
My first list, I didn't use an autoresponder. I
Okay.
did all my own coding and everything, and it was a headache.
Wow. Yeah. My goodness. Yeah.
Big headache.
Yeah.
So I outsourced a lot of those things, and I paid for it. And I would never look back now. I would
Oh,
never
man.
ever look back in doing those things and making life that much easier.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know. I kind of ramble a bit, so sometimes I get lost in the questions that he asks. But
Oh yeah, no. So the question, well, to your back was, that's awesome to hear. Like, that's the part of the transformation. Is like, you were building all this stuff yourself, and now here you are, like, finding the right tools. I'm so glad to hear that. Like, we were able to point you in the direction of the right tools, because we've used everything under the sun, and for every one tool we recommend, there's probably 8 or 9 that didn't work for us, and a waste of time, waste of money. So no, I guess now is, what did you implement, and the results, really from what you guys have done, and all the hard work, how did it pay off? You had great numbers. So
cool. So I needed something free to give away, the old lead magnet, and being a company that produces art, I had to think. It wasn't a free report that I was going to give away.
sure.
It had to be free art,
Yeah.
and it's something we can make that's digital. People can download it, print it themselves.
Awesome.
But for a long time, I spent time with my partner creating the actual art for a free pack that
Right.
we could give away. That's something else that I probably would take away as well, was not to be afraid to give away our stuff for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a long time, we held on to a lot of those things as no, this is valuable. We
Sure.
need to
Yeah.
pay for that. But so we gave away a few pieces of our art in one package. That was our free giveaway, and I thought, man, people, why wouldn't they want this free art? It's
Right.
if they're part of our faith and we're giving them free art, they're gonna want it.
Yeah.
And so
Yep.
we created a free pack. I created one squeeze page in lead pages,
Mm-hmm.
and I attached that free art pack to that one page there. I integrated that into my fan page,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then I kind of thought, okay, on the back end, I needed the thank you page, and I put a sales offer
Yeah.
on
Yep.
the back end of that, which
100%.
was a $17. It was another digital art pack for $17, and I wanted it to have a lot of value, so we valued it at about $99
Mm-hmm.
and sold it for 17.
Awesome.
And then I have a couple. I haven't finished my autoresponder, my 5 to 10 email
Yeah.
series, which I've got to do. But
Yep.
I knew I just needed to get it out.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yep.
My-
You get
my-
lost in it. Yep. Take some action and get it out there. Yeah.
I just got it out, and I said I'll come back to my autoresponder and I'll create those emails. So I finally thought, okay, this is it. My funnel was complete, and it was probably complete for about 2 weeks before I started Facebook ads. I was
Right,
like, I will
yeah,
go
just-
into the Facebook ads.
Sitting there, deer in the headlights, right?
Okay, the next phase that I've never delved into,
Yep.
I spent so long creating a funnel, now the Facebook ads. And so I went into the Facebook ads academy, I logged in, and I started, once again, I was like, okay, back to education. I sat down and I went through the first few modules, and as soon as I got enough to think, okay, I'm just delving in, I think I got to the basics of Facebook ads, and then I said, that's enough, I'm going into Facebook
Awesome.
ads, and I
Awesome.
started it. Yeah, I haven't done the advanced techniques or anything yet, so I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
And I put up my first ad, and I had about 3 different ads with, the only difference was 3 different pictures.
Right.
And this was gold to me.
Yeah.
It said in the academy, it said, your picture doesn't need to be relevant to what you're offering. It
Mhm.
just needs to capture attention.
Yep.
But if it's relevant and eye capturing, even better.
Yeah.
I thought,
100%.
okay, so what is my image going to be? Because sometimes I overthink it and I want something that looks cool, but
Uh-huh.
it doesn't necessarily have the information.
Right.
And so I simply had, in bright green letters, the letters LDS question mark. And LDS stands for Latter-day Saints, which is
Yeah.
anyone who's
Mhm.
a part of our faith would know that if they
Right.
saw it.
That's
Um,
perfect. Yeah.
And that's what I put up. And I thought no one on Facebook has ever seen an ad that's related to what we're promoting. So I
Right.
thought, if they see this, they're going to be, what the heck is that? And,
Yeah.
and just want to click it. So I asked my wife, I said, if you saw this on Facebook, would you want to click it? She said, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I'll do it then. I put it up. And I put 3 different ads up, and this one outperformed, and it's been operating at about 6% click-through rate.
Ooh.
And I don't know what's good or not.
It's very
And
good. Yeah.
and I'm trying to beat it, but yeah, I guess that's good after going through some of the advanced techniques.
Yeah.
We've pulled in, as of now, about $1,250
Mm-hmm.
in sales, and I get so excited every time my phone buzzes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like there's a little PayPal notification
Yep.
saying you've got paid, and I think, oh man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And I'll be out with my family, and my phone's buzzing. And I'm like, I think I just got paid.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
That's a really good feeling, yeah.
Really good feeling. And so of that, I think I've spent about 600 now in Facebook ads, and
Mhm.
so my goal is now to drop that price and double the output in terms of clicks.
Yep.
If that's doable based on what I've created so far. And so it's about $450 profit.
Awesome.
And that's been 2 weeks. And my
Mhm.
subscriber base is now 1,150 people.
Oh man, that's awesome.
I'm like, 2 weeks.
Awesome.
Wow.
2 weeks worth of work in the same. How long did you say it took you to get to that original 700 or so that you had before?
Oh man, that took a couple of years.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you're not even really done. I mean, that's the cool part is you've got more stuff to go, right out,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
additional offers. Now it's like time to scale it up. So, dude, that's so
yeah.
killer. So right off the bat, profit like that. So you said you put in 600 and you've gotten 1250 is what you said sales back.
About 1250.
Yeah,
Yep. Um,
awesome.
of those sales, some of them were actual art canvas pieces,
Yeah.
and we outsourced that. And so some of the extra costs were the printing of those pieces.
Oh, right. So even after fulfillment of the art and everything, you said profits like something 400, 450.
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome. Oh my gosh, man, that is so exciting. You must be pumped up.
yeah. Nah, super, super excited.
Yeah,
Man.
that's
Super
awesome.
excited.
Oh, that's so killer. So awesome. Okay, cool. So then the last question, right, that we would have is if there was one thing that you were going to say, even to somebody looking to buy the fan page funnel course, somebody who's sitting on the fence or something like that, this is the one thing you got to have it for this reason. What would you say?
Fan page funnel makes it so clear. You can spend, like I did for a long time, you could spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years trying to figure this out on your own because you want to save a bit of money. Um, or you could invest right here, right now, whatever it costs to get the fan page funnel, to have it laid out for you, to have people already have made the mistakes, rather than you spend 5 years making mistakes.
Right.
That's the road I took. And finally just eating a bit of humble pie and investing into education saved me a lot of time, a lot of time. And the results speaks for themselves. 2 weeks worth of results, and that's only 2 weeks. My vision is much greater than the results I've gotten so far.
Excited to hear
So for me,
those outgoing results. I'm excited to hear the 4 week from now update. Let's that'd be cool too.
oh yeah, no, I'll definitely send that through. So it's definitely clarity, and it's very concise in terms of how it's laid out. Week 1, do this. Week 2, do this. Week 3, do this. And there's homework to do. So it really just stair steps you through. There's no second guessing. There's no kind of, oh, what should I do now? Should I do this? What resources should I use? It's just laid out for you, and it's as simple as just follow the system. And that's what it is. It's a system, and systems work. They're tried, they're proven, they're tested. I'm living proof for that, as many others are probably living proof of the fan page funnel. And I have no regrets. No regrets. Put it this way: the money that's come back to us, not counting the money I would have had to invest in Facebook ads anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but the money that's come back to us is now paid off the fan page funnel.
Awesome.
But that's not an expense anymore.
Yeah.
It's paid off itself.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah. In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
Hopefully much, much more than that. Yeah. Many, many times that coming forward. So awesome. Well, Jay, we really appreciate the time. Again, like we said, anybody who's watching this doesn't know, but it's midnight, or actually well after midnight now. So Jay stayed up late to talk to us from Australia down there. So Jay, we really appreciate it. What is your guys' site one more time?
freebookofmormonart.com.
So
it's
free
very
book
niche.
of there you go.
Very
Yeah,
niche.
very niche. Yeah, so freebookofmormonart.com. So if anybody if that's your thing, if you guys are looking, you guys are part of the Mormon Church, want some art, go definitely check out Jay and see if anybody wants to see how he's structured his funnel, how he's kind of adapted this idea to his market. Go check it out. So that is awesome stuff. So Jay, we really appreciate the time. Thank you so much. We're going to get you to bed, but definitely appreciate it, and best of luck. We'll be looking forward to hearing further results.
Awesome.
All right.
Cheers, Scott.
Yeah, take
Talk to
care.
you then.